Move it or lose it.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buckingham, your source for what they don't want to know. With me, Tash. It's hard to believe that there could be shortages of prime medicine in an advanced country like ours. And yet, here we are. Those old government promises of adequate food turned out to be just another lie. Today we're short of basic foodstuffs and vital medical supplies. Hundreds have already died of conditions that can be easily cured. The black market means that criminal gangs like Clan Kelly run our cities. And Prime Minister Devasani isn't even around to pretend to care. How do we go from a consumer paradise to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities a secret. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
What's the first thing happened? Britain sealed itself off. The first stuff that was stopped from coming in was fresh food. I mean, we could live without the fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't Dedsec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
So if I get past this manual override, does that make me Dedsec? Hello?
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Have a look. It's good for any situation. Trust me.
Fuck. This is it, isn't it? Yo, someone here? Oh shit, there's no power.
No Dedsec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Look, bruv, you got a problem? Take it out with Sabine. She sent me.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, Dedsec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the Dedsec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
This is good.
Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you...
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group Dedsec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So tell me, Bagley, if Dedsec wasn't behind them bombings, then who was?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed Dedsec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Backley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Gunned down? Shit, how'd you make it out?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
They're doing a proper crackdown on Dedsec here. Listen, I'm on your side, yeah? Believe me. But I don't want to get got, know what I mean?
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if Dedsec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
I say, let's resist. Brah!
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to Dedsec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your Dedsec kit. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In Dedsec, we tried to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old Dedsec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. That's it!
Whoa.
Nice one! Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Yes! Nice one! Yes! Nice one!
there's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Welcome to the team, mate.
Bang in. Hype to expose the bastards in charge, yeah?
All right?
Yo, I can't believe we just like Dedsec or whatever, with no initiation or nothing.
Too late, cuz. We're getting first-hand experience, yeah?
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that Dedsec are fighting along with them.
Yeah, look, what we need to do now is clash with the fuckers who is exploiting London.
You forgetting the mercs goose-stepping in the streets? They got the city by the balls.
Don't forget about Clan Kelly. Them fucks have way too much power. I got beef with them.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out Dedsec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed Dedsec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
Why does this always bloody happen? Calm down.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent Dedsec now.
Carry your identification card at all times. It is your duty to maintain.
Well, it's a shame you've lost your mind, because if that was real, it would actually be quite cool.
What's happening here?
Don't produce our own food. We never had. 100 years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those walls went up, we started having significant material poverty. And Britain always told us so. They had this national myth, right, that because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. People during the war were far more frightened than some of this historical stuff makes out. Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting things that they could previously get legitimately and could now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from there, we got that situation we have now of this bit of war between criminals and security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in democracy quite as much as capitalism. Here's underground writer and analyst Alfred, The Politics of Poverty.
I
think what we've come to now is a realization that capitalism's essentially failed. I mean, the one key promise of capitalism that it makes to its citizens is that there will be surplus, that we will have plenty, and that's the whole logic for running society in this way, that people will have enough. And now, with these kind of huge shortages of everything, you're seeing that system collapse. It hasn't delivered on its primary promise.
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
Shortages are being...
Here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay. And I can scrape all the metadata for this area. That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Oh my days, this kind of thing could help us out big time.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here, and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. the CTOS hub there. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarper, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
How are we supposed to get this AR stuff?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I could recalibrate it to the Dedsec network and clone my own version.
Yeah, that's cool, but how am I supposed to get the server off the fucking roof?
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
So what exactly makes someone a heavy lifter?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Obviously, robot prick.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
Get a new wheel with at least one other place on it, and the head... Today, Alice. Our borders are safe.
Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
So we've got rid of 4,000 of them. My question for you, Alice, is why only 4,000? Is that really enough? I will not feel safe until at least another 75 million people have been deported from this country. And I'm here in Britain.
Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one. Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
They look promising.
Hey, do you think construction workers like this get a lot of work? Because, like, the city needs rebuilding, innit?
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
You look like you could stand up and fight for these streets.
Oh shit! You're Dedsec, right? You gotta help me.
Maybe, if we're not too busy. What's up?
I fucked up. You know, I had this medical thing I couldn't pay for. And Clan Kelly gave me a loan without telling me the interest is so high and I can't ever pay it back. Like, come on, get me out of this or I'm trapped for life, please.
Alright, I'll tell my crew.
Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Got it.
I guess when you look at it, you know, the best ways to stop immigration, apart from obviously the end of the world, to make the place you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So,
well, we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
Well, you know, fair play to the government for helping us with that. Another option: extend the White Cliffs of Dover. They've been resting on their laurels too. Great Britain, and they could do with being about a kilometre and a half higher as well, with a special greasy coating to stop people clambering over the top or however they get it.
Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget. A different one that's better suited to the situation.
Oh my days, look at this fucking setup. When did the Kellys get their shit together?
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on.
Has to be here somewhere. Drone, initiate search.
Right, you're going to raise all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Sick.
I think that's a sad thing. I think I used to think of Germans as quite scary, but that was because I've been watching World War II movies where the Germans all had English accents. Especially they're not very like what they think is off, and now Germans all have that American. So it's all like, oh, those people are funny. That's a really nice guy. Someone hurt here!
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for Dedsec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
Unable to locate suspect.
Give up! Clear in here. Get up and find them. Oh! Someone's down over here. We've got to track them down. Can't see anything. I'll look anyway. Sure. Fuck! What happened? I guess I ought to look around.
Nothing to see here. What's next? Ah, this door's a piece of shit.
Surrender yourself. Failure to comply.
Easy now.
Hold it right there.
cannabis and fentanyl together at last through the miracle of genetics.
Shit, I've been going to the wrong parties.
Transfer complete.
We wiped your debt with the Kellys. They shouldn't be bothering you no more.
Oh, big up, man, trust. Everyone says Dedsec are baddies, but you don't seem like it.
Hey, our squad always needs new blood. You in?
Yeah, why not? I'm in.
Your judgment is... It's impaired, Sally. I'll make my own decisions.
I trust those polls as much as I would trust Mary Kelly if she came up to me and said, "Congratulations, Andy, you took on a free holiday to the south of France in the back of this windowless van."
I think official polls are like the unsolicited dick pics that the government provides us. I didn't ask for it, I don't believe it, it's on an angle, you've artificially inflated it ahead of time, and anyone that falls for one deserves all the disappointment of trying to match it to reality. These polls are absolute rubbish, Andy. I read one the other day that said the plumbing in London is good, and it absolutely is not. I mean, well, we have this technology now where they can spy on my every bowel movement. There's a CTOS camera installed inside my underwear drawer. A media drone is scaring the birds off my garden bird feeder, and you can't get me consistently hot water.
Speaking of media drones, they're everywhere. The great thing I guess about media drones is that, as inanimate robots, they actually have more humanity, compassion and dignity than the human journalists we used to have to put up with a much more accurately calibrated moral compass. But it's the intrusion I can't stand, Alice. I'm in showbiz. Look at me here in this windowless dungeon. I'm in showbiz, and it's terrible for me, all these drones, knowing I'm being filmed all the time. Every day I have to make sure I've done my hair and my makeup and not wearing clothes I've ever worn before. We all have crosses for that.
At this point, they've installed so many CTOS cameras, I'm not sure where they'll put the new ones. On top of the old ones, just cameras watching other cameras, like a social media influencer so self-absorbed they don't know how to sleep without turning it into monetized content.
I think that's the logical ending of society, isn't it? Where just everything has just become a camera filming another camera. To be honest, I've just given up on new reality now, Alice. In fact, I now just make up my own headlines these days. I get a piece of paper and a pen, remember them? Paper and pen, and I'll just write down the headlines I want to read. I'll just make my own newspaper. Here I've got today. If you point at the bird shit on your car window and say it to concrete, no one can tell you otherwise.
Albion personnel are here to serve.
Dedsec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
Dedsec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary measure to make
Glad you made it.
safe.
Hey, here's your new gear.
Feels like a red pill thing, innit? Once I'm in, no going back to normal. Chilling with Mandem and that.
Normal, fam. Feds have just said they can shoot us in the fucking streets.
I know shit's fucked. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. But just to walk away from my whole life.
Flip that script, cuz. You ain't walking away. You're fighting to protect what you care about.
Alright. Yeah. Let's do this.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SIRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
I'm on the move.